A court in the United Kingdom lets today jail a Nigerian 29 years old to more than 10 years in prison. Chaka Okoronta is a Nigerian that has high hopes. The family and everybody that knew this brother, they had high hope when the brother left Nigeria to the United Kingdom for study. They have high hope that their investment, that this guy, that everything that the family have invested in this young brother to come and do a master's in the United Kingdom, the family will reap it back. The guy will be able to come to the United Kingdom, have a better life, and at the same time, lift others. What they didn't know was that was the last time they were seeing this brother. This brother was going to be spending a long time in jail. This brother, some people are blaming devil for his actions as usual. Let me know whether you agree. Why some are saying that this guy has been doing what he did in the United Kingdom, which led him to be sentenced to jail. That this brother has been doing this thing in Nigeria. Do you think that this brother would have been jailed if he committed the same thing in Nigeria? This guy finished his master's degree. He has just completed his master's and he was on the verge of applying for postgraduate studies. Postgraduate study, in fact, there are reports that this guy has already raised the money to apply for his postgraduate studies. People have high hope in this young man. He's only 29 years old. And everything that everybody has invested for now has gone down the drain. Frank is my name for those coming across my face for the first time. If you're somebody that cares about the latest diaspora news, this is the platform where you hear the latest update. We share these stories to inform and educate our audience. Knowledge, they say, is power. This brother, one fateful day, he was traveling to Bradford in the United Kingdom. He was traveling and by train, something happened. The train had some technical problem and the guy could not continue. They couldn't continue their journey. So this guy was left in this location. That is where this brother decided to use a taxi from where he was to his house. And there was a vulnerable young girl who was on the same train with this brother. This young girl, she's only 17 years old. Imagine that this girl is your sister or your niece. Let me know how you will feel about this brother's action towards this young girl. The brother, as soon as he saw this young girl, the spirit of lust and confusion went into the brother's head. The brother was razzmatazed. He started talking to this young girl. He asked the young girl, "Where are you going to?" The young girl said, "I'm going towards the same, this is where I'm going." The brother then told this girl that, "Look, it's going to be hard for you to go to where you're going to tonight because there is not going to be another train and the buses have stopped working. I've got a plan." The girl then asked this brother, "What is the plan, Chiamaka?" Chiamaka said, "Oh, where I'm going to get an Uber." The girl said, "Okay, if you're getting an Uber, that's fine. See you later. But I don't know you." The brother then persuaded this girl. Then kept telling this young girl, "Oh, you know, if you don't get on this Uber with me, you're not going to go home." And the girl then looked at the time, it was late. So she had two options. Either she joined this brother on the Uber trip or she sleep outside at the train station. Most people will say it is reasonable, given the fact that this guy has assured this girl that they can share a train together, and this young girl decided to share Uber with this guy. Uber said to the girl, "Let's go on Uber." The girl said, "I only have £4.95 with me. I will give you that £4.95 to contribute towards my own share of the Uber." And the guy said, "No problem. I have younger sister like you. You can share with me. Share with me. We're just going to get on the Uber and you go your way. Once the Uber drops me, then you go your way. When the Uber was getting close to this guy's house, this brother started persuading this young girl. Now, for most young girls who are not too streetwise, it is very, very easy for them to fall for persuasion, especially if the man is a predator who was determined to do something nefarious. This guy then persuaded this girl. This girl naively went into the house with this guy, only for this brother to assault this girl sexually. This brother then did the unthinkable to this girl. When he finished, this girl ran out and said, "Nah, this man, I don't know this man." When she ran out, her phone was dead. A passerby rushed to the scene and they called the police when the young girl told them what had happened. When this guy, who was just on the verge of starting a new chapter in his life with a 2 years post-study that had just been granted, this guy was therefore arrested. When the police arrested him, this guy initially came up with all sorts of excuse and said, "No, this didn't happen." This year alone, on this platform, I have shared similar stories of more than 10 African men who the spirit of lust came into them and they couldn't control their urge and they are all in jail now. This brother was then found guilty only yesterday. Now, those people that are spiritual, that believe in religion, they can say it is the spirit, evil father of his father's house. They followed him to the UK. They waited for the brother to graduate. As soon as the guy graduated, then they decided to attack him. Why some will believe, those who believe in sociology will say this guy is a predator who has been doing this thing. He was looking for a vulnerable person. As soon as he saw the opportunity, the same behavior that he's been doing in Nigeria and be getting away with it, the guy decided to strike. And the only thing that he forgot that is the environment is not the same. He was held accountable for his action, and the judge has told this brother that you will serve 10 years and you serve additional 3 years on license. And when you finish serving your prison sentence, you will be sent back to Muritala Muhammad Airport in Nigeria. That is where you'll be seen after about 13 years in detention. This is a young man who had everything going for him. He just finished his studies, and because he couldn't control his loss, he has now found himself in this quagmire. Now, we have to remember there's a victim here. The victim in this case is the 17-year-old innocent young girl who did not deserve what she got in the hands of this predator who has now been found guilty. Let me know whether you think that this is the first time this brother is doing this thing, or you think that this brother has been doing this thing before, right from Nigeria, and getting away with it. The only difference this time is the environment. Do you have any sympathy for this guy? Don't forget the victim in this case is 17 years old. Imagine if that was your sister, your brother. Leave your comment in the comment section whether you think that the justice has been done, or you think that this guy deserves to go in more, or you think that this is the first time he has been doing it. Let me know what your views are. Don't forget to